Hi, and welcome to Inside Archaeology, where your journey into history's greatest mysteries starts as we dig deep into the secrets of the past. While doing research for my monthly archaeology discoveries and news videos, I stumbled across a list produced by China of their top 10 discoveries of 2024, chosen from more than 1,700 excavations carried out in China last year. Most of the articles I found on this are just a list with not many details about the sites themselves, so I've taken time to research each discovery and present them for you here in this video. These discoveries cover a wide range of history and geography, including human origins, the emergence and early development of Chinese civilization, archaeology of the Xia, Shang, and Zhou dynasties, and the spread of Buddhism. Whether you're a history buff, a fan of ancient mysteries, or just curious about the past, you won't want to miss what Chinese archaeologists uncovered last year. Keep watching to explore these top discoveries of 2024, some of which might just change history forever. I'm going to do my best as well with pronunciation, but please forgive any mistakes I make as I'm not a native speaker of any languages besides English. And don't forget to take a few seconds to subscribe or like to help support this channel and tell the algorithm to promote it to new viewers. Every bit of engagement helps. If you're feeling extra generous, you can make a Ko-fi donation, a super thanks, or check out my Redbubble store for archaeology themed merch, all designed by myself. Okay, everyone, let's dig in. To compile this list, one project from each of the 20 provinces or autonomous regions of China was shortlisted for evaluation. An open ballot by 21 of the country's top tier scholars from archaeological institutes and universities then picked the final 10. I'm presenting them today in chronological order, starting with those that go the farthest back in time. First up is the Mengxihe Sites group that lies along the Mengxihe River in the province of Sichuan, where a group of 11 interrelated Paleolithic settlement sites dating back 60 to 80,000 years has been found. Dating to a crucial phase in the evolution of modern humans, it offers a rare and remarkably complete snapshot of an ancient society, containing a wealth of artifacts and biological remains. The site was found in 2021 when the embankment near it got flooded, washing out animal fossils and ebony remains. A rescue excavation conducted from 2022 to 2024 initially exposed the site and found 11 interrelated sites along the river, forming the Mengxihe Site Group. The dig unearthed over 105,000 stone tools, wood tools, bone tools, and animal fossils, as well as more than 60,000 organic remains, including plant seeds, fruits, and spores. The animal remains cover over 30 species, including elephants, bears, cattle, deer, macaques, fish, turtles, snakes, frogs, birds, porcupines, and bamboo rats, just to name a few. Traces of fire, cutting and carving and polishing were also found. It is the only site identified so far to contain abundant plant resources from the dispersal phase of Homo sapiens. The findings reveal that ancient humans in East Asia not only inherited local traditions in making stone tools, but also actively cultivated a range of complex modern behaviors. In addition, the abundant animal and plant resources found also provide us with valuable materials for in-depth understanding of the environment and climate at that point in time. This site is one of the richest Paleolithic sites in terms of material remains and elements related to human activities. Next is the Xiatang site in Zhejiang province, which occupies an area of around 30,000 square meters and contains significant evidence of the early rice farming society. Discovered in 1984 and continuously excavated for years, it has yielded cultural relics spanning 4 distinct phases of the Xiangshang culture, covering the entirety of the Neolithic age from 9,300 to 4,000 years ago. The site is located on a slightly elevated hill surrounded by ditches, making it one of the earliest known moat-enclosed settlements in China. A large natural terrace extends across the central and southwestern sections of the moat, where dense clusters of post holes have been found. Some outline circular house sites, while others, more dispersed, suggest stilted structures. Additionally, rectangular houses with base pits but no post holes were identified, some featuring partitions, an indication of a relatively advanced architectural form. North of the residential area lies a small plaza paved with red burned soil where numerous artifact pits are scattered. These pits primarily revealed pottery groupings, with some of them also containing stone tools like grindstones. Further discoveries in the eastern and northern sections of the moat include over a dozen artificial earthen platforms, many containing smaller pits likely used for food storage and processing. On the eastern platforms, several potential burial sites were unearthed, with many pottery items placed inside. This site also had a significant number of animal and plant remains, including numerous rice-related specimens with cultivated rice with domestic traits making up a substantial portion of the samples. These findings suggest that the Xiatang site, dating back to around 9,000 years ago, represented a relatively mature, early rice-based agricultural society which may have occurred contemporaneously with the development of agriculture in the Fertile Crescent, which could reshape our understanding of early agricultural development. Third on the list is the Majiayao cultural settlement from the site of Siwa in Gansu. The Majiayao culture flourished around 5,000 years ago, and multiple archaeological breakthroughs have been made on the site, including the discovery of the first large-scale molded pottery area of this culture and the first confirmation of high-level and central settlement of the same culture. Inside the settlement is a triple-layered moat system, nearly 100 residential foundations, over 10 pottery kilns, as well as many crypts and pits where ancient people dumped garbage, and several tombs, spanning the early and middle stages of this culture. Upon excavating the three moats, archaeologists found the innermost one has obvious differences from the other two, with a much richer record of evidence of habitation and many more animal bones. In the areas encircled by the moats, they found multiple pottery making areas and kilns and a large number of tools and semi-manufactured vessels. Moreover, stone artifact processing workshops and sets of stone semi-manufactured goods have also been found. Because the pottery making was of a large scale and spanned several hundred years, the artifacts show that there were advanced skills present here. Additionally, this area has been known as one with some of the best painted pottery making techniques, so it's thought that the settlement was probably a regional pottery production center. Similar pottery vessels have been found at West and Central Asian sites and has led archaeologists to wonder if there was an ancient painted pottery road that was a predecessor of the ancient Silk Road, linking people on the Eurasian continent through the pottery trade. The fourth site on the list is the Mabu Tsho site from the south-central part of Tibet. Situated at an altitude of 4,410 to 4,430 meters above sea level, along the shores of the Mabu Tsho Lake, it is the earliest known lakeside Neolithic site in the heart of the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, remarkable for both its elevation and long duration of occupation. Its high altitude made the archaeological work particularly challenging due to the lack of oxygen on the plateau and extreme weather fluctuations. Occupied from 4,800 to 2,000 years ago, it offers rich evidence of daily Neolithic life, including tombs, hearths, post holes, and stone structures, alongside remarkable artifacts such as millet, ivory, seashells, bronze, and gemstones from different regions. It fills a critical gap in the study of human survival strategies during the Neolithic period at high altitudes and provides the richest collection of data so far for research on Neolithic settlements and social development in Tibet. It represents the most significant academic breakthrough in Neolithic archaeology in Tibet in recent years as the highest altitude, earliest dated, longest lasting, and most clearly defined cultural sequence found to date in the heart of the plateau. Halfway through the list is the Panlongcheng site in Wuhan, Hubei province. Dating to around 3,500 years ago, this site was an important center in the Yangtze River Basin during the Xia and Shang periods, and is a key site for exploring the development of early civilization in the Yangtze River Basin. Since its discovery in 1954, archaeological work has continued there for more than 60 years, unearthing city walls, palace foundations, noble tombs, and a wealth of valuable relics including bronzeware, jadeware, and pottery. It might be a state built by Shang people in the middle reaches of the Yangtze for exploiting resources of the south. Newly found stone-built structures at the site mark the first large-scale Jia-Shang period stone-built architectural remains discovered in the Yangtze River Basin. Previously, these types of structures were commonly seen at sites in northern regions. To find them here in such a large overall scale and complex design reflects the high social status of the organizers behind them. Their construction seems to follow specific patterns. There are 8 large stone blocks, each around 60 to 100 square centimeters, evenly spaced 1.2 meters apart in the central area. At the eastern and western ends, smaller stones are neatly arranged to form 2 parallel east-west lines, about 2 meters wide. The structures may have served as public or defensive purposes, and it's hoped that they will aid in further study of the evolution of the Central Plains dynasty's southward expansion during this period. Next is the Zhouyuan site in Shaanxi. It covers 33 square kilometers, and its name, which means plain of Zhou, indicates that this area has been long seen as a key to decoding the Zhou culture. Excavations have focused on looking for wall systems and large-scale buildings that are typical of the settlement structures of the Shang and Zhou periods. Recently, a well-preserved rammed earth architectural complex was identified. It consists of 3 successive city walls, the palace city, the main city, and the secondary city walls, and dates from the Western Zhou dynasty from 1046 to 771 BCE. More than 200 oracle bone fragments were discovered outside the southern wall of the palace city. One of them is inscribed with the characters Qin Ren, which literally means Qin people, making it the earliest known written record of the local Qin people. Skeletal remains were also found in the trench on the southern gate's western side, including 40 to 100 humans ranging in age from infants to the elderly, and animals with bones from cattle, sheep, dogs, and horses. This is highly unusual for such a location, and we're not yet sure what it means. These findings offer crucial clues that the Zhouyuan site might have been the capital of the Zhou dynasty before the fall of the Shang dynasty. The discovery of 3 concentric city walls, particularly the city gates, enhances the understanding of the settlement patterns at this site and contributes vital insights to the history of ancient Chinese urban development. Coming in at number 7 is the Liulihe relic site located in Beijing municipality. Its main remains also date back to the Western Zhou dynasty and cover an area of approximately 5.25 square kilometers. It's currently the earliest confirmed urban site in the Beijing area, providing the earliest physical evidence for over 3,000 years of urban history in the world's most populous national capital city. According to ancient records, Lord Shao, a member of the Zhou royal family with the official title of Taibao, was entrusted with founding the Yan state and, subsequently, Beijing. In 2021, inside a nobleman's tomb, ritual bronzeware inscribed with the simple phrase, Taibao Yang Yan, which translates to Taibao built the city of Yan, directly connected this archaeological site to the key chapter of history for the first time. Previous excavations had uncovered city walls. Some scholars had speculated that they were the boundary of an inner city and that an outer city should also exist. This theory has now been confirmed by the recent discovery of a second layer of city walls and moats. The outer city wall is located around 350 meters north of the previous boundary and is between 6 and 9 meters wide. The moat is between 3 to 5 meters from the wall with an average width of 7 to 8 meters. New knowledge has also come from the inner city, including large-scale rammed earth building foundations spread across 2,300 square meters and several wells, some of which are over 10 meters deep. The 82-degree orientation of both the inner and outer cities is also identical to that of our previous find at the Zhouyuan site, indicating the existence of a rigid ritual system for construction. During the current round of excavations, 17 tombs with burial passages were found, and DNA analysis has identified 4 generations of Yan dukes. At a graveyard of 33 small-scale commoner tombs north of the city, more DNA analysis has identified 2 families related by marriage, with the cemetery containing the remains of at least 4 generations. The archaeological team are still hard at work here in an effort to find the city's palace. Number 8 on the list is one I initially covered on Archaeology News last year, the Wuwangdun Mausoleum in Anhui, a large, high-level tomb of the Chu state dating to the late Warring States period that ran from 475 to 221 BCE. The mausoleum consists of a main tomb, a large chariot, horse pits, and large accompanying tombs. It is preliminarily believed that it belonged to King Cao Li of the Chu state, and it was looted multiple times in antiquity. But that doesn't mean that there isn't anything left for archaeologists to find. Excavation work of the side chambers of the tomb has yielded over 3,000 artifacts, including bronze ritual vessels, musical instruments, lacquerware, and plant remains. A particular highlight so far is a large bronze ding, a type of ancient Chinese food vessel, with a diameter of 88 centimeters and a height of around 112 centimeters. It is the largest Chu state ding discovered to date. Both the handles and the body of the ding are adorned with intricate patterns, including stylized dragon motifs and phoenix birds. This mausoleum is the largest, highest level, and most complex structured tomb of the Chu state ever found. It provides us with archaeological data for the study of the high-level tomb system of the Chu state in this period and the historical and cultural developments after the Chu's eastward migration. The penultimate site on the list is the Hebosuo Archaeological Site in Yunnan. Parts of Yunnan formed the Dian Kingdom during the 3rd and 2nd centuries BCE, which was conquered by the Han Dynasty late in the 2nd century BCE. While it was briefly controlled by other kingdoms and groups afterward, it fully came under the control of China once again during the Ming Dynasty. Yunnan has also been identified as the birthplace of tea and the region of origin of the cannabis plant. Hebosuo was occupied primarily from the Shang and Zhou dynasties to the Han and Jin periods. It is the largest site of its kind ever found on the Yunnan Plateau and has greatly contributed to our understanding of the Dian Kingdom and the evolution of early Chinese statecraft. Archaeological work in 2024 found the remains of city walls and moats, huge wooden structures, tile ends inscribed with Yizhou, 837 seal impressions, and over 10,000 bamboo slips. Notably, most of the seal impressions unearthed at the site had official seals, with Chinese characters covering the names of 20 out of the 24 counties under the administration of ancient Yunnan. These discoveries have helped pinpoint the location of the Han Dynasty Yizhou commandery and shed light on how the Qin and Han empires governed their southwestern frontier. Currently, archaeologists are still trying to discover the location of the capital of ancient Yunnan, which is believed to be near Hebosuo. The last, but certainly not least site rounding up the 2024 list is the Mo'er Temple in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. It is located just outside of Kashgar, a strategically important oasis on the Silk Road and one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. This ancient Buddhist stupa stands out in the middle of the desert. Its conical shape has led locals to call it Mo'er, meaning chimney in the local Uyghur language. Recent archaeological work has shown it was a key Buddhist temple built around the 3rd century CE and falling into ruin around the 10th century. Archaeologists began to excavate there in 2019 and have found a wealth of significant discoveries, including 2 pagoda foundations, 18 structures with 62 rooms, and 2 stairway-like paths, as well as a variety of artifacts including ceramics, wooden pieces, stone, bronze, and bone artifacts, and the remains of fabric made from silk and hemp, as well as fragments of statues. Study of the ruins has helped piece together the daily life of monks and the changing environment of ancient times. It has been determined that this is the earliest and best preserved large-scale architectural site of a Buddhist temple discovered to date in the westernmost region of China, providing important evidence of the layout and architectural evolution of these buildings. It also offers valuable insights into how Buddhist temples spread northward from South into Central and East Asia and along the Silk Road, as well as serving as a case study for understanding the localization of Buddhist culture. And there you have it, folks, the best Chinese archaeological discoveries of 2024. Which one was your favorite? Don't forget to comment, like the video, or subscribe to the channel before you leave. If you're feeling extra generous, you can give me a super thanks or go to my Ko-fi page and support me with a small donation. Or you can take a moment to have a look at my Redbubble shop and get a sticker, t-shirt, hat, or mug with your favorite archaeology slogan designed by myself. Taking a few seconds to support me in any way that you can helps grow the channel and promotes real archaeological content that is well sourced, researched, and presented by somebody who is experienced in this subject. It shows the algorithm that people are interested in real archaeology. So thank you so much for watching. Stay curious, and I hope to see you on my next adventure inside archaeology.